Someone please tell me this is just an awful nightmare. Dexter Original Sin has officially been cancelled, despite a previous renewal announcement back in April. Let's talk about it. I'm Pamela, welcome back to the channel. If you're a Dexter fan and you're new here, please subscribe to the channel because we cover all things Dexter. So we just got the absolute unfortunate news that Dexter Original Sin has been cancelled, even though they literally announced a renewal 5 months ago. And to say that I'm devastated is an understatement. So what's funny about this, but also not so funny, is that the initial renewal announcement happened on April 1st. And when they announced it, I kind of thought it was a joke. And now when we just got the news that it was canceled, I had to question what today's date was. I was questioning if it was April Fool's because I was like, there's just no way this is true. And I almost feel like announcing the renewal on April Fool's Day kind of jinxed this show. This is honestly so hard for me to wrap my head around because Dexter Original Sin literally set records for Showtime. It was their most streamed premiere ever at the time, and the finale had even more viewers than the premiere did, and it became Showtime's most streamed series in a literal decade. So the show performed extremely well, and they choose to cancel it after an initial renewal? That's what pisses me off the most, honestly. How can you go back on your word almost 5 months later? You know, as fans, you wait with bated breath to find out if your favorite show has been renewed. And when the renewal announcement comes, you can breathe a sigh of relief, but apparently not, because they can just choose to take it away anytime they want. And the reason that the show is canceled is because of a Skydance Paramount merger. So this article on Variety says, Dexter Original Sin is not returning for season 2 after all. Variety has learned from sources that Paramount has opted not to move forward with another season of the prequel series. A season 2 renewal announcement went out in April, but sources say the series has in fact been on hiatus and no plans to shoot a second season had moved forward, and no production dates were scheduled. The show had originally debuted in December 2024 and wrapped up its first and now only season in February. The decision to not proceed with the second season of Original Sin comes not long after the closing of the Skydance Paramount merger. Apparently, all of those involved decided to focus on Dexter Resurrection and Hall's role as Morgan as they look to continue the Dexter franchise. And then this article from The Hollywood Reporter says, with a change in leadership at Paramount, following the Skydance merger, the Dexter franchise moved from Showtime/MTV Entertainment into the reborn Paramount Television Studios under Matt Tunnell. The decision then came to focus on Resurrection, which continues the present-day Dexter story from the original 2006 to 2013 series and the 2021 Dexter New Blood. A writer's room for a potential second season of Resurrection is set to open soon, with the intent being a renewal, though season 2 has yet to be formally greenlit. The series has been performing well for Paramount Plus Premium and the linear Showtime channel. Sources also note that Paramount remains invested in the Dexter franchise, but is directing its efforts toward the unfolding story of a resurrection rather than filling in more of the character's life in a continued prequel series. So like I said, this is absolutely devastating. I'm pissed off mostly because of the initial renewal announcement back in April, but all I can hope for is more funding for Dexter Resurrection, I guess, because Dexter Resurrection is absolutely amazing, and I will admit it is a far better show than Dexter Original Sin, but Original Sin was still an amazing show. And I will admit that when a Dexter prequel was first announced, I was kind of hesitant. I thought no one but Michael C. Hall could play Dexter Morgan, but Patrick Gibson proved me wrong. He did his homework and he studied Dexter's mannerisms. He honestly gave us a great version of Dexter, and I'm sad that he can't continue. And honestly, everyone else who is included in the cast as well. Honestly, the casting directors for Dexter Original Sin deserve all of the awards because literally all of the new actors who are playing the younger versions of all the characters that we know and love from the original Dexter series really embody those characters. Like, just based off appearances, they look so much like these original characters, and they all have their mannerisms down packed. Like, they all really nailed it. So since they are planning to continue with Dexter Resurrection, thank God, I do think combined flashbacks would be cool. I have been saying since before Resurrection even started, it would be cool to incorporate some flashbacks with Patrick Gibson and possibly some of the rest of the cast from Original Sin into Resurrection, which they are actually sort of doing, albeit with scenes that were already filmed for Original Sin. But I thought it would be cool to film new scenes, and I feel like now with the cancellation, that might be a real possibility. And honestly, maybe just for Patrick Gibson's sake. It really is unfortunate because I feel like there was so much more story to tell. We had 15 more years of Dexter's life to explore. And we're also not going to be able to explore certain theories, like Brian Moser actually being the one to kill Harry. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will link one of my past videos down below for you guys. I did a theory video back when Original Sin was first airing. We all know that according to the story, Harry Morgan killed himself because he couldn't live with what he sort of turned Dexter into once he saw Dexter commit one of his kills. But I feel like Dexter Original Sin sort of planted the seeds for us to find out that Brian actually killed Harry. So check out that video if you're curious. But yeah, this just totally sucks. I'm super bummed. And this does make me wonder what's going to happen with the Trinity prequel. So in case you don't know, they have been planning to do a prequel series for the Trinity Killer, aka Arthur Mitchell. And although it hasn't been officially greenlit, they've literally written out 10 complete episodes for this prequel, and John Lithgow was going to be narrating this series. And honestly, when I first heard the news about a Trinity prequel, I wasn't super excited about it. I feel like it's not actually necessary. Trinity is not a character that we can root for the way that we root for Dexter. But I feel like now it's not looking good for this Trinity prequel. Even DexterDaily.com thinks that the chances of this Trinity prequel are slim at best after the cancellation of a Dexter prequel. If a series focusing on young Dexter himself couldn't survive, then the chances of a prequel centered on a secondary character just don't seem likely. And DexterDaily.com also says with the departure of Paramount co-CEO Chris McCarthy, new leadership may not share the same enthusiasm for continuing to mine the Dexter universe in this way, because he was one of the strongest advocates for prequels. And with Skydance now playing a central role in Paramount's strategy, priorities are shifting. Projects developed under the previous leadership, including spin-offs and prequels, are likely being reevaluated, and in many cases shelved. So this is honestly the last piece of news I expected to receive today. I've literally been working all day with filming and editing my episode 8 breakdown for Dexter Resurrection. I filmed my promo breakdown for episode 9 of Resurrection, which I put on the back burner to now film this video to let you guys know that Original Sin has been canceled. This news threw a wrench in my entire day, and I'm just upset because all of us here, we love discussing Dexter, and I was so looking forward to a season 2 for Original Sin, and now we're not going to be able to hang out here and talk about it. I do think that there are some petitions going around. I will try to link it down below in the description, as well as a pinned comment down below. Someone tagged me in a petition on change.org on Twitter, so please follow the link that I provide down below and sign this petition, because there's always a chance if we make our voices heard, they might reverse this decision and renew Dexter Original Sin once again. But that is it for today. Sorry to deliver this devastating news to you guys, but please give this video a like. Maybe if this video reaches enough people, then I don't know, Paramount Plus will see it and just see that so many people are upset about this, and maybe we can make a change. Also, leave a comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Are you as pissed as I am? Please also go follow me over on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, where I do share some more of my thoughts on things like this or like Resurrection episodes. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.